In my family, the roles were clear and had been since childhood. My older sister was the achiever, brilliant, focused, the one whose accomplishments anchored family conversations at gatherings. My younger brother was the free spirit, creative, unpredictable, indulged in ways the rest of us were not. And I was the easygoing middle one, the one who did not need much, who adapted without complaint, who could be depended on to not add complexity to an already complex household. I inhabited this role so completely that for a long time I could not see it from the outside. It just felt like my personality. I was flexible. I was low maintenance. I was the one who picked up the slack. In my mid-20s, moving to a different city for work created enough physical distance that I started seeing the family system more clearly. The way each of us played a function, the way those functions had calcified into expectations, the way deviating from the expectation generated a specific kind of family friction. I noticed that when I had a problem or struggled with something, my family was slightly thrown by it, not unkindly, but genuinely uncertain, because struggle was not part of my assigned function. I noticed that my needs and preferences had, over time, been underweighted in family decisions, in ways that I had colluded with by never asserting them. I noticed that I felt, at large family gatherings, a kind of performance pressure to be the version of myself that required the least management. Gently, and over several years, I started expanding the edges of my assigned part. I told my parents when I was struggling, clearly and without reassurance that I was fine. I disagreed with family decisions I disagreed with, in my own voice, without framing it as flexible compromise. I made plans based on what I actually wanted to do and communicated them rather than shaping them around what would be least disruptive. There was friction, as expected, and most of it resolved. What did not resolve entirely is the ambient pull of old patterns. I can still feel the shape of the old role like a groove in the floor. But I know it is a groove, not a requirement. And that distinction, which took me until 32 to fully own, has made the relationships I have with my family members more honest and eventually more genuinely close.